Board members.
Oh, nakita ko. Nice. Haru. Sa dun sa controller ng PS5. Diba? Sa controller ng PS5 may green, may button doon sa ilalim. Oh, hi man. Walang ilaw dapat. Wala. Pag nakailaw, naka-mute, ibig sabihin. Yan. So, siyempre, mamute ko yung kalaban ko. Chink.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It's the Los Angeles Clippers
shot meter
taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now Jackson following the three-point attempt by James Worthy. Outside, George.
Ooh.
Just 5 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The three from Johnson.
Fine air ball.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Mike Dunleavy had a few moments to share with me. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Thanks, David. That's great information. We'll see if they've devised a strategy, Greg, that can get them out early.
Right. Facing such a disruptive defense poses challenges, but Coach seems on it.
Yeah, I feel like the plan is there. They just got to match their opponent's intensity level.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Yeah, playing to his strengths. Levi's using that reach to go up over the D for the finish.
Pass to Jackson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Los Angeles, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one early. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kept alive. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Spins. From deep, George. Driving in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And just daring a defender to come at him.
That one is no good. Outside, Scott. Down low. Here's Johnson. And the layup falls.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now, here is George. Pass to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Now Perkins. Paul George grabs the miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. No good there. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 3. Worthy makes it off the glass.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Pass to man. And a miss there on the triple. Upside Worthy. Here's Perkins. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And the noticeable thing about Perkins, everything he does is smooth, especially that jumper.
And the wide open shot
Excellently reached.
good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
And Worthy throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Pass to Divac. Stolen by Zubac. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Johnson with it. Outside, Perkins. Back to Johnson. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 6.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble. This time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here's Zubac. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he's got a scorer's mindset, but Norman Powell does play unselfish. You have a better shot, he'll give it up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, you force him to the line.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Both free throws good from Green.
The ultimate Iron Man. I mean, the incredible endurance. Green competes as hard as anyone at that position.
At the top of the key, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Wall looking it over. Lock at 6. Pass to Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 3. Green draws the double. Outside Worthy. A steal. And here's Covington. Outside Wall. Fires the 3. The rebound by Drew. Outside Worthy. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Drew. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Clock at 4. Here's Thompson. A second chance effort. That one misses. Good D by Covington. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Clippers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And that one falls for Wall.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Here's Batum. Tries again. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
And Kennard's such a tremendous shooter. You know, he led the league in 21-22 from distance.
Los Angeles foul. Elvin Campbell. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Lakers. Byron Scott Magic Johnson.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
A shot by Batum, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Pass to Green. Covington with the steal. Now here's Wall. From deep. The rebound by Johnson. Now the Lakers on the break. Now here's Scott. Guarded by Powell. Covington with the steal. Here's Wall. Elvin Campbell with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Teagle. That one's good from the corner. Teagle's got his first points of the game.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 5.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
No good from Campbell. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Quad 3.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And here's Johnson outside. The Lakers rebound on the wing. Johnson. Here's Campbell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Traps in the tray. 9 points in the game so far.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the floor.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Zubac. That shot is off. Great D that time from D-Box. Lakers trailed by 3. Here's Perkins, and finished off by Perkins.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Drake.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's George. Shakes him, and it's good on the way in. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? George. What a terrific move that was. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's Perkins. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's the floater. Jackson misses.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the rejection by Zubac. And they get it back. Perkins trying to break loose. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Morris. Oh, Worthy with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Substitution for your Lakers. Michael Thompson. Larry.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Morris outside. Here's Mann. And Thompson sends it back. And they're able to recover. Rocket 2. And it's George missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Perkins with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Outside, George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 11 points.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Back to Perkins. It's stolen by Morris. And taken away by Johnson. Here is Perkins. 6 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Perkins got 6 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A 3 from Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
You asked for it. Here they are. The Laker Girl Dance Team.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Green. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, guys, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Outside, Batum. That three off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Johnson with it. George picks him up. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Batum wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pass to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's George. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. George has got 13 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's George. Here's Morris. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He finishes with 9 points. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Lakers trail. Johnson outside. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Left side, Wall. Nobody near George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Three-pointer, Worthy. A shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to George. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Scott. On the wing, Johnson. Five to shoot. Driving the lane. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Perkins. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 7 points for Wall.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Mike Dunleavy gave his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that one falls for Johnson.
At the line for the Lakers, Magic.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Clippers leading by 4. Kennard on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, when you look at Byron Scott and then add in the way he plays, really a pure shooting guard in every sense.
He's perfect from the line this time. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Magic Johnson picks one up.
It is great to see Wall back from those awful injuries, looking a lot stronger now.
And so he hits both. Lakers trailed by 7. Johnson outside. Back to Worthy. Perkins inside. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
And no reason to settle in that situation. If they're going to give that up, he's going to take all of it.
Pass to Batum.
Shoutout sa dalawang viewers natin dyan.
Batum's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Blocked again. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Divac with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Divac misses. Los Angeles leading by 7.
Nakol. Hindi ka na NBA ready.
Inside. Here's Batum. And that comes off
Palo
the
yung
assist
kalaban.
by
Paso
John
mo
Wall.
kay Jimmy Alapag.
And right
Nice.
now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having
Ito si
multiple
Jimmy.
possessions
Ooh.
in a row with good
Ooh,
quality
Jimmy
shots.
Alapag.
Knocked them down. And
Wala.
James
Uy.
fully in their control.
Zubac lays it up off the glass.
Tambak
It's an
kalaban.
11-point Los Angeles lead.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really
Whoa.
aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And they get it back. Johnson can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything
Pakipangit
easy
na ng
for
dunk.
him in this period.
Ooh.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. It's hauled in by Zubac. All with it. And Worthy picks him up defensively.
Oh,
And the
dunk.
slam dunk.
Ay, nag-post sa kalaban. Nag-quit. Quitters. Ano ba yan? Nag-quit. Okay. Tier 2 na tayo. Tier 2. Oo, may kalaban talaga ako, tol. Ano to eh? Ito, PlayNow. So, junior varsity pa lang. Tapos nakaka 11 wins, 9 loss na ako. League Trophy 1. Yan. So, si Luka. Luka tayo. Luka. Ah. Trash talk pa si Kuya. Have a nice game, man. What's up?
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but I look like I've been getting money, how reek it. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't well.
This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And here's Doncic. Out to the wing. Dinwiddie left side. Over Murray. Here's McGee. And he buries his first look.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Pass to Hunter. Fires for three. Murray, no good. The Mavericks on offense. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Now here's Doncic. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bullock. There's the triple. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
Here's Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Back to Murray. From outside the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And after missing their first 3 shots, maybe this will get them going.
Doncic, good.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Now here's Murray. He had 25 points in his last game. Collins, no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times. And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Young from long range. Unable to get that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Doncic with it. And it's Young picking him up. Bullock. Good. Bullock's got 6. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Will it go? Oh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Here's Doncic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the right side. Here's Murray. Shakes him. Pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside, Finney-Smith. Down low. McGee. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Pass to Young. Capella with it. And it's Capella with the jam.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Here's Dinwiddie. Collins with the defensive effort.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Capella. Called in by McGee.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Dallas. Substitution for your Mavericks. Christian Wood. Maxi Kleba. Josh Green.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Doncic. Pass to Green. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Outside Young. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The Hawks trailing.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Okongwu, no good. And it's the Mavericks ball. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Orlando, where they'll face the Magic. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
When talking about players that are enjoyable and fun to watch, how about Facundo Campazzo? He comes to mind right away. That guy plays with a flair and an energy that makes it hard for you to take your eyes off of him when he's out there.
Pass to Martin. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Campazzo is one of those truly fearless players, Clark.
Yeah, he really is, B.A. I mean, some of the passes he attempts, the shots he takes are really creative and innovative and somewhat reckless, but that's part of what makes him so much fun to watch.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Out to the right wing. Martin outside. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Up top, Griffin. Fires the three. Wood grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Green for three. Rebound Atlanta. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Clock at 6. That one off the back iron and out. And Dallas with possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Wood. Kicks it out to Hardaway. No good from outside.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from the second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you look at Murray's development of his inside game. Boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Pass to Kleba. Lets it go. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Here's Hunter. Murray up top. He's got 5. And Capella gets it to go. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Collins, no good.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
To the left wing. There's Young with the 3. Hardaway grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Outside Murray. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Hawks. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Doncic outside. And the shot's good. Doncic has got 8.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and taking it.
Here's Young. And it's blocked by Wood. They recover it. Collins left side. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
For 3, Hardaway. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Mavericks ahead, up by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Murray, you give him that type of opportunity, you're asking for trouble. He is a strong finisher.
Doncic right side. Out to Kleba. From the arc. They get the rebound. McGee. And he can't get that one. Now Hunter. A clear look for Murray. Again, Atlanta.
And, you know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he sinks the second.
Tell you what, the Mavericks are so good in the half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slowdown type of game.
Mavs, the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
Here's Campazzo. Back to Bullock. The three ball. Pure from three-point range. Bullock's got 10.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Tipped away. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith.
Second team foul.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Good. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Kaminsky can't hit. And here are the Mavericks now. Pass to Bullock. Over Holiday. Bullock's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, it's been all Murray all day, 24/7. He's really become a lethal offensive presence.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Martin misses. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Leading by 12. Outside Finney-Smith. Out left to the wing. Dinwiddie left side. Here's the three. McGee. Great positioning on the putback. McGee's got his second basket.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
The offensive rebound. Okongwu. And he makes it on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Dinwiddie outside. A minute 9 left in the third. Here's Finney-Smith. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates and we're playing great basketball." Brian?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Bullock. Beyond the arc. Kaminsky pulls it in. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 10-point game. Murray, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
DeJounte Murray does a nice job using that long frame of his to attract contact from the defense and still get it done.
The free throw drops from Murray. And Murray drops them both. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Mavericks leading. Now here's Doncic. Outside, Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Wood. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Young. A nice shot by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 12. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
And the basket by Wood.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Nate McMillan's huddle. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Known for his long-range shooting, when Young gets some wiggle room, he fires with confidence.
And Collins with the big block. Second chance effort. Wood misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 11. Right side, Young. Collins outside. Back to Young. And the layup is good. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Wood outside. Pass to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Inside. Green. Good on the shot.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Young from long range. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And it's Doncic missing. So it's Atlanta now. 11-point game. Pass to Murray. Outside Young. Count the basket.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining to the game. 2 minutes.
Doncic right side. The shot that time not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Young. Pass to Capella. Collins outside. Going inside. Young with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Just 4 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Young. Plenty of space. And they'll get another chance. Another shot. With 1 on the clock. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 14. .11 left to play in the fourth. Here's Doncic. And Collins with the big block. Pass to Hunter. Now Young. Launches the 3. Knocks down the long J. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
They've been
Nice
so
game, nice game.
getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's a pro at tricking defenders. You can tell Doncic enjoys getting guys in the air with that pump fake.
Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
You know, not many players have made the kind of splash Doncic did in his first year in the league. It was clear right away and really obvious this guy was no ordinary rookie. He played like a veteran from day one. That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Wood outside. Back to Doncic. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Murray.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot.
I could be the CEO just like a Robin Fenton, and I'ma be there for you cause you on my team, girl. Don't ever think you ain't dream, girl. They wanna pit us against each other when we succeed, and for no reasons. They wanna see us end up like we Regina or Mean Girl. Princess or queen, tomboy or king. You've heard a lot you've never seen.
One last game, one last game.
Rise to the top, divine feminine, I'm feminine. Let me be a woman. I can be a woman.
That makes it a 7-point lead.
Not enough time for them to get back in this game. Not by a long shot.
One last game, one last game.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning, or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is hot, the block is 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 hot. They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the corner hot. I'm headed for the border hot. Mixed up with water hot. To my auntie, Hungary, I can't be. So to my family, I hope they don't like they tryna win a Grammy. I hope it ain't an act like they tryna win an Emmy. I'm tryna get a nut, so I'm moving like I'm Sandy. I'm living underwater, I don't know how I can't breathe. Maybe it's the scuba diver air tank. Maybe it's to do it when they say I can't. Maybe it's the is what they say I ain't. But either way, I ain't taking that bait. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, or yawning, or whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot. The block is hot, the block hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer, cold when the wind blows, cold like December. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway.
And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Some teams find it easier to hit the ground running when the season starts. Others, not so much. Doris, how come it takes so long for some squads to get in the so-called mid-season form?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's about the personnel. Is somebody coming off an injury? How many new additions do you have? Is the coaching staff new? Different teams have different attitudes when it comes to the early part of the schedule. But for several, this is sort of an extended preseason working things out.
Now here's Durant. Here's Sumner. Three-pointer, no good. And a deep three from Young. Another three for Atlanta.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
For three, O'Neal. Capella with a rebound. Outside Young. First quarter of play, a minute in. And the three off target.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
Here's Sumner. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Back to Simmons. Pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. Atlanta with a rebound. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Here's Durant, and he makes it on the layup.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than that. Give Kevin Durant that interior look, and he will score it.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Durant. Fader on the way. Doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Now here's Simmons. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots. They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. Knocked away. 1:36 left to play in the first. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
That's about positioning and length, and Kevin Durant gets up and is ready for the throwdown.
You know, it seems like the Nets and KD played the will they or won't they all summer long, but no deal was found, and KD is giving it another shot with the Nets. Now, there just didn't seem to be a deal that was right to move Durant.
And the Nets with possession here. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Here's Durant driving inside. And Durant with the big finish.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Simmons has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Pass to Curry. Now here's Durant. Give him 8. 3 seconds left. And Durant with the big finish.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transit. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Here's Curry. Pass to Sharp. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Murray.
What a clever pass by Seth Curry. Watches closely for those developing opportunities.
So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Here's Murray. Sharp grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And that one misses.
Seth Curry gives testament to the fact that you do not have to be drafted to find your way to being an integral part of teams. This guy is a tremendous basketball player.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. First shot won't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Young from long range. They get the rebound. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Here's Young. 6 points for him. No good on the quick 3.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Holiday. Oh, stolen by Harris. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Thomas. We saw him with 19 his last time out. 5 on the clock. Over Young. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Hawks leading. Outside Murray. And it's Capella with the jam. And we know dead ball situations are where some fans change the channel. Doris, has the league done enough to discourage intentional fouls?
Every form of media, to me, BA, is trying to capture the imagination of their fans. So anything that enhances your product is something that in the long term is going to do well for you.
Collins outside. Back to Young. And he lays it up and in. Young's got 8.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees. Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Curry goes in. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Graham.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in.
Second free throw, no good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Murray. From inside. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Brooklyn trailing. To the inside. Durant. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you can see that the team relies on Kevin Durant to be consistently productive, and he is delivering.
And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple double in the league one day.
Thomas, that's good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Murray. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Outside Durant. There's 38 seconds left to the second period. And Durant slams it home.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Murray, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Harris outside. Over to the left wing. Rejected by Okongwu. To the paint. And Kaminsky gets it to go. He's got 6.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Simmons with it. This for the tie! Left side Durant. Over Hunter. Durant's shot is off. Now Young. for three. Here's Capella. O'Neal pulls it in. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Tipped. Pass to Young. Fades away. Brooklyn with the board.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
So both teams making some changes here. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Outside Durant. Inside. Here's Sharp. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Sharp's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Simmons. Collins with the rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
There's Young with the three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Now the Nets with it. 6-point game.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
And the layup falls. Durant's got 17.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Young with it. Durant covering. Here's Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 5. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
The BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Stolen by Capella. On the wing, Holiday. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. And the slam dunk by Capella. That gives him a double-double.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous. Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team. His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Simmons with it, and it's Young picking him up. And that one's good. Simmons has got 8.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Out to Harris. And here's Curry for 3. Hits the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The three. Gets the three ball to go. Young's got 30.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Hawks.
Once again, the Brooklyn Nets kid.
Here's Young. The three is up. And the Hawks with another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
A big time. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Fires top of the key. Down low. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
And the Nets call time here.
Let's go, everyone. I need it to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets. Give it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Free throw is good. Young. And Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
Curry, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Lets it go from deep. And Young is good for three. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Harris outside. Launches it. Capella with a rebound. And it's Atlanta's ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And here's Curry for three. And the Nets miss again. Murray for three. And the Hawks with another three.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Curry to the middle. And it's Simmons with the jam.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Now the Nets with it. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Here's Capella. Back to Young. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And a deep three from Young. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Pass to Durant. The rebound by the Hawks.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Now here's Hunter. He's covered by Curry. It's tipped. Durant with it. Picked up by Collins. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Young. Into the lane. Deflected. And they'll keep possession. Yep, that one goes. Young's got 39.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And it's good for two.
Trust Young to put the offense on his back. He loves showing up and doing big numbers for his team.
Here's Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Durant's got 19 points.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Rejected by Okongwu.
Substitutions on the court.
Morris for three. Holiday grabs the miss. Here's Murray. Going inside. Here's Okongwu. And he dunks it down.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Three-pointer Holiday. And count it. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbed.
Agua bendita que se ocupa cura oscurita. Cállense que llega visita. Que familia.